My name is V.S. Subramanian. I'm a professor of computer science at Dartmouth and also head of Dartmouth's Institute for Security, Technology, and Society. We had suspected for a while that the vulnerability disclosure system and the vulnerability management system in the US needs to be improved. Today, there's a gap of 132 days between the time a vulnerability's existence is announced and the time NIST puts out a score for that vulnerability. We know that about half these vulnerabilities are exploited in that 132-day window, and that is a huge problem. We're trying to fix that. VEST is a system that identifies when a vulnerability will be exploited and how severe it'll be. For the timing problem, we sat down and analyzed the data we had. We had data on the vulnerabilities themselves, which was obtained from NIST and MITRE. We had data from Twitter talking about these vulnerabilities. We had data from Symantec, and we had data from a database called ExploitDB telling us when certain exploits were first deployed. In particular, we were anxious to look at Twitter because vulnerabilities can span a very, very wide range of possible products. For example, a vulnerability in a Fitbit is going to be very, very different from a vulnerability in Microsoft Windows. And no single person is likely to know both these technologies really well. So by leveraging the power of the crowds, we came up with a model for timing prediction where we said, okay, every person is going to have an important score. Every tweet is going to have an important score. Every vulnerability is going to have an important score. And we're going to write these mutually dependent equations and try to figure out what these values are automatically. Knowing both the score and the timing is critical to most companies today. They have a large network enterprise, lots and lots of employees, thousands if not tens of thousands of machines and servers, running thousands of pieces of software and hardware, each of which may have many, many vulnerabilities. So what VEST allows these companies to do is to assess first, what is the probability that this vulnerability will actually be exploited? If it's high, they probably should consider patching soon. When is this likely to be exploited? If it's soon, they better patch soon as well. Third, how severe is it going to be? If it's going to be highly severe, then they should consider patching very soon as well. This enables virtually every major company in the world to prioritize how to deploy patches, but it also tells major software and hardware manufacturers which patches to develop first, and VEST helps them make that kind of decision.